Okay, so we got the Shazian armors 1 through 5 in the POH now. I think I'm gonna go for the the hunter gear. These armors, they're fairly useless. Old school doesn't really have camouflage in the hunter skill, so they're just warm clothes. Okay, we're going to store the desert camo top in here, and that's all of the tracking outfits in the house. So now we're going to work on the pitfall outfits, the Kayat, Larupia, and Grok. Okay, here's the last of the pitfall armor going into the armor case. I think now I'm going to reobtain the Clue Hunter outfit. I had that before when going for Wintertod, but of course we dropped it because we weren't able to store it back. It was only useful up until the point where we got the warm outfit. So yeah, I'm gonna go get that now, in addition to the Helm of Redwald. Okay, here is the Clue Hunter garb and Helm of Redwald in the POH. Now we're gonna go get the I might check out Wintertod, see see if I can land a Bruma torch and a warm gloves in the house. Useless, but nonetheless an item set we would be missing. So hopefully we don't take too much damage with 99 fire making and 4 pieces of warm clothing. So check back in on you when we get one of those. Okay, got a Bruma torch on our first game, so we'll store that in the house. Back to Wintertod. Update on the Wintertod grind for warm gloves. Ever since we got that Bruma torch and Pyromancer top, let's see, I've gained 1 million fire making XP today, and I haven't seen a piece of Pyromancer gear since. Not even the warm gloves, so yeah. Oh well. So I'm giving up on Wintertod for now. I know I usually go all out and I do one grind until I get that item I go for, but since we did get 1.5 million fire making XP yesterday and didn't get it, I just, I want to do something else. I want to use up these seeds I got, and I still need to edit and upload the video since I'm missing it by a day, so I gotta go do that right now while I wait for these crops to grow. So I guess I'll do that and maybe do some quests, achievement diaries. I know I did get some used seeds from Wintertod, which allows us to do the Varrock diary, so that's interesting. So see you then. Okay, I'd figure the first quest I would do would be non-combat related. Forgettable Tale. But while we wait for the barley to grow, I was going to complete What Lies Below. It is a wilderness quest. I'm going to store the coins, but as for everything else, I really don't want to lose the plank sack and all these other good quest related items, so I'm going to risk it. It's not that big of a risk, especially on total level worlds. We've got this energy potion just in case, so yeah, let's hope I don't get PK'd. Okay, that is What Lies Below completed. I did go through the wilderness, even though I could have gotten a Chaos Talisman to minimize the risk of the quest, but I figured I'd save some time, not run dry on the Chaos Talisman, and I just went to the area where you go for the safe route for the music track unlock. So yeah, so what do I have to do now? Oh, I guess just gotta tell what rat would happen, but yeah, just wanted to throw that cutscene in there and talk about that. Yep. Okay, here is the Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf quest completed. This is the last quest in the quest line for the Rise of the Red Axe quest series. Old School hasn't completed this series yet. I know RS3 has. It was an alright quest line in RS3, and they unlocked, you can get the Dragon Warhammer from that quest line and the Dragon Battle Staff, which, surprisingly enough, none of the dragon weapons after the Dragon Pickaxe, which was released in this quest line, none of the dragon weapons released after that, even, they didn't even bother to, release a special attack with any of those weapons, so it's kind of disappointing. But, I mean, the quest line is still interesting and funny, so after watching this lengthy cutscene, we'll be awarded with 2 quest points and 5,000 experience in farming and cooking. And I think after this I'll do, probably either some mini quests or, My Arm's Big Adventure. Maybe build a portal nexus and store the wise teleports in there when we do Making Friends with My Arm. Yeah, see you then. And there is the Troll King about to be defeated, and there he goes. The Troll King is defeated, and we have finished, basically finished, the reused asset for Dragon Slayer 1, cutting off something's head, because, yes. RPG, big strong man. Alright, now we gotta take this back to the king and get our Netsinot helm, which we won't use for too long. We can store it, but you gotta store it with a Seer Coal and a combat bracelet, and you'd probably rather just pay the 50,000 gold to get it back, and if you wanted to, instead of just, carrying around 2 things in your looting bag. It's much more preferable to pay for the 50k. Anyway, check back in on you then. Okay, so I'm in the middle of completing the Great Brain Robbery quest, and I found it interesting. You need like 10 clockwork cats to progress through the quest, and the only way you can make them, it's you need a wooden plank and fur, and fur is sold by 2 shops that are quest locked, one in Darkmire and one in Prif. Otherwise, you have to kill these NPCs. The RS Wiki says these NPCs in Canifis specifically drop it, but if you use any other weapon other than Wolfbane, they transform into a werewolf, which I don't think exists on the werewolf drop table. So we'll be here for 10 fur drops, and every time I'm going to drop the Wolfbane dagger so we can have 5 and make 5 cats in a go, and then come back for the other 5. So, yeah, struggle's real. See you when we complete the quest. Okay, well, I did do a second attempt. I got chanced the first attempt at Barrel Chest. I only had that one Threda's Prayer Potion, and I ended up using all my cheesy potatoes and got down to around 15 health, and, forgot that we had the diving apparatus on, so I didn't know how to teleport at first, but we got it done. We killed Barrel Chest, and that is the Great Brain Robbery complete. It is the last quest in the pirate quest line. I wish this quest line would be completed. It's quite funny, and I'd like to see where the Old School team takes it. I know in RS3 it connects it with the Eastern Lands, the Ark Islands, to finally tie it off. It took a while, but they finally ended their pirate quest line. But yeah, we get the broken barrel chest anchor and a lamp that we can put on anything, which is Herblore, of course. And I think I'm gonna do probably Grim Tales next. Maybe train up to 65 defense for King's Ransom. I think I'll do that. That way I have the defense levels for the boss of Grim Tales. So yeah, I'm just gonna go withdraw my defender and head to Ammonite Crabs and relax a little bit. Okay, I missed the level up message, but we are now 65 defense, which makes us able to do the King's Ransom quest. So I'm gonna do that now. See you then. Alright, here is the King's Ransom quest complete. Next step is the Knight's Wave training ground to unlock chivalry and piety. So here's the method I'm doing for the Knight's Waves training ground. I've got a runed spear, Caramblon poison. I wait for the health bar to disappear, and then I just attack them. I deal damage, and it inflicts the Caramblon poison. So yeah, I just basically, I guess it's called flinching. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Anyway, see when I get the prayers. And there we go. After a long and grueling process of flinching, we unlocked the chivalry and piety spells when we have the prayer level, of course, to use that. Prayer, not spell. Let's see, what quest do we want to do? Probably My Arm's Big Adventure. Yeah, I probably want to do My Arm's Big Adventure. See you then. So I decided against the initial quest I was going to do. I'm doing Contact instead. I'm just finishing up here. Get Thieving XP, we get Combat XP in our choice other than Prayer, the Cares, and a quest point, and a bank, which we, oh yeah, a bank, we definitely need that. But yeah, I think I'll do My Arm's Big Adventure next, since I'm already in ranged gear, and those are mostly ranged bosses in there, so yeah, I'll do that next. And here we are with My Arm's Big Adventure completed. Now I'm going to do the Fremennik Hard Diary for the shortcut up here, so that way when we put the teleport in the house, we can get right up to the patch without going up the shortcut. So yeah, I'm going to go do that now. Okay, this is the last step we need to complete the Fremennik Hard Diary, the Waterbirth Teleport. So now we speak to someone in Relica, I guess. That was cancelled by the rock crab. Let's go do that and claim the lamp and the benefits from the diary. Let's see, where is he? I don't know. I gotta look this up. Thoradin. Oh, that's the guy at the bridge. The bridge worker. So yeah, I'm just gonna run there, otherwise I'd have to make another clip in about 10 seconds. Yeah, it's not too far. Okay, it's not quite the bridge worker. It's this guy. So the main reward from this is the Herblore XP lamp and the the shortcut to the Troll Stronghold roof for the herb patch. So herb XP, of course, 15,000, and yeah, we are like 2.9k away from a herb level, so that's quite nice. See you. I think I'm gonna do making friends with my arm next, and mine a bunch of salt for the teleports and fires that you can construct around the world to improve your experience. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Boss fights don't look too hard. You can do them in multiple parts. You can kill the first one and then come back and kill the next, like RFD, so it shouldn't be too hard. So yeah, that should be fun. And that is the Making Friends with My Arm quest complete. Now I have to mine the salt so I can, you know, make the permanent unlocks and all the stuff, like the patches, the light source areas, that sort of stuff. But wonderful quest for Iron Man, as it unlocks another herb patch that is disease-free. So here I am, finally building the regular Portal Nexus. I made a mistake in not hopping worlds for the marble blocks at the Keldagrim shop, and looks like I have to make my way to Artie Knights again post 99, because that's really the only place I can effectively get, you know, money in a decent enough rate, you know, without too much combat equipment. So yeah, I'm just gonna withdraw the set from the house and probably stock up another 500k for the next upgrade, because I'm missing one block and one leaf. See you then. Fire of Eternal Light number 1, 2, and 3 are now built. These fires provide a constant light source in those 3 areas. Doesn't really save me time, as it took me time to obtain the materials. However, it does save me an inventory space when coming down here. So that's always a good upgrade. So now I'm going to move on to the other fires. See you then. Here is the Fire of Nourishment built. This allows us to use the farming patch, and it is disease free. So yeah, now 2 more fires remain to be built. Let's go build those. Here is the Fire of Dehumidification built. There's not much uses of this. It prevents gas from attacking and the swamp decay from affecting you in this area. But I think the only use is if we were to gather Mortmire fungus for herb lore. We wouldn't have to worry about gas damaging us over time, so that's the real only plus to this fire. Alright, 1 more fire to go. And here is the Fire of Unseasonal Warmth built. This removes the snowy effect from the God Wars dungeon. It removes the stat drain. Funnily enough, RS3 still uses the God Wars dungeon stat drain area because Invention, for some reason or another, it's a skill where you create certain perks with to be added onto your weapons with components and such. But for some reason, there's certain weapon and armor perks that become more common at a lower level, so they come here to drain their stats because during the Evolution of Combat update, they removed the disease mechanic, which was also a way to reduce stats. So this is a great build because our run energy no longer gets drained if we were to ever go to God Wars dungeon, and stats never get drained either, so we wouldn't have to wait. If we were like just on the threshold of 70 agility or something, we wouldn't have to wait. But we're above and beyond that, so now we just need to mine the salt we need to for the teleports in the Portal Nexus. Unfortunately, I did not make a teleport while I was there. I forgot the basalt, so I'm going to have to go the fairy ring method to Wise for our last salt mining adventure. See you then. And here's the addition of the Wise teleport into the Portal Nexus. There we go, halfway there for the salt teleports in the house. See you when we get the next one. Decided to use up the noted Renard weed, and we're gonna hit 67 herb lore with this, and dance party plug-in. Everybody's dancing and celebrating. Lovely Runelight plug-in there. Nice level. Okay, so we're finally out of the salt mines. We've got enough of the salt required for the Trollheim roof teleport. So let's go put that in the house. And as for what we're going to do next, I believe I'm going to do rune crafting, finally. Of course, the goal was to complete Song of the Elves, but while I was mining the salt, I was watching a couple videos on Ultimate Iron Men doing, they were doing the Fragment of Saren boss fight, and I saw Wild Mudkip do it in, he was doing it in Mystic and Farseer Helm and Ancient Staff, and I think I'm going to do rune crafting right now because I want to wait for the blood bark armor. Now, if you didn't know, blood bark, well, let's go up on the page. Here's the proposed stats for Bloodbark. It's a tier 60 magic armor. That's what that's a player design concept of it. And what it'll do is it'll increase the blood spells normally heal 25% of what you hit. But each piece will increase blood spells healing by 1.5%. Wearing a full set doesn't give you an increase, so you can mix and match as you will. So I'm going to go 4 out of 5. I'm going to use everything but the gloves, and that's going to be dedicated to Barrow's gloves. But I did make a spreadsheet of the differences you heal from wearing Bloodbark, full Bloodbark, 4 out of 5, and then just base, nothing at all, and it's a decent difference, you know. It's like what you would normally hit, like you'd have to hit like 5 more or something, maybe 3 more to get an extra heal. Compared to Bloodbark, it would just heal you more. So you do need 81 rune crafting for that. So I'm going to go to Arceus Library finally, and see how bad it is with no staminas and just using Graceful. So I'm going to see what the XP rates are like, and hopefully it won't take too long. You need 81 runecraft for Bloodbark creation, should it pass the poll. And 77 is the level which you craft blood. So even if it doesn't pass, we'll get our rune crafting up, and we'll get a decent amount of money from blood rune crafting. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. See you later. Okay, here we are at the Arceus Library, a place we have to get used to being at for quite a while, because the XP you get is quite short. It's like 20k plus max, but here we are with, gonna get 62 rune crafting with this amount of tomes we've got, and every level you get is an extra 4 XP per tome. So yeah, that's 62 rune crafting, nothing for that level. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. I think I'm only gonna update on 65 and 77. That's really only the good levels of note. See you at 65. Oh. Okay, I lied. I'm gonna do one more clip before the milestone of 65, so I just want to tell a little bit of story. Oh, I'm just gonna get this book right here for 63, or whatever it is. Yeah, 63 runecraft. Anyway, the story I wanted to tell is, this actually isn't that bad, because, funnily enough, back in the day, I used to, before RuneSpan came out in main RuneScape, I used to run blood runes through the abyss, and it was like around the same XP an hour of this. And yeah, so I'm no stranger to this. I did stupid grind, but oh my god, once I get 77, it'll be so much better. Then yeah, it'll be so much better than this. So I can't wait for it. See you then. Alright, with these books, that'll bring us to 65 rune crafting, which is the level you need for the Ardougne Medium Diary. I guess I'll complete Morning's End Part 2 now. Okay, so it only took me 3 attempts to pass the infamous obstacle on Morning's End Part 2, the hand supports. So yeah, just started off the quest, and it looks like I've got, not counting this puzzle, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more parts of mirror rotations and stuff. So yeah, this'll be in it for the long haul for this quest. Okay, we finally finished the item list. It took me about an hour and a half. I don't think I'm going to keep the Death Talisman. It does take a while to complete. You can store a Death Tiara as one of the items in here, but you do need another Death Talisman to get access back to the altar, and it's just not worth keeping that one extra item for a Master Clue step. You could go through the wilderness to get to the Abyss to get to it, but it's just not worth the risk. People can PK you, even that, close into the wilderness. So yeah, I'm going to craft this rune for the Arty task. We already got the music track for the hard clue. Probably the hardest hard clue step you'll ever do. And yeah, I'll check back in on you once we complete the quest. Okay, so now I just have to talk to this NPC, and that will have completed Morning's End Part 2. Probably one of the most annoying quests on this type of account, other than Regicide. That was annoying as well. 20,000 agility XP, access to the Death Altar, at least through Means of the Abyss, because we're not going to keep this talisman. We can always, if we want to do that Master Clue step, we can always grind out 90 Slayer, and I'd rather just get it as a drop from Dark Beasts, rather than grind out the item list, because at least we'd be getting combat experience from that. So yeah, we're going to drop the talisman. I don't think you can use this for anything. No, you used to be able to use the trinket on the seed to make a to attune the seed to the Temple of Light. I don't know when they implemented that, but yeah, now I think it's just used to get into the Temple of Light. If you wanted to really craft runes through that method, you could do it that way. So yeah, I'm gonna destroy that, drop the death rune we crafted, and yeah, I'll check back in on you when we finish off the hard Ardougne diary. Okay, here's the last step for the Ardougne hard diary, which requires you to talk to the Monkey Minder as a monkey. We're almost done Monkey Madness 1, and I might do Monkey Madness 2, we'll see. But yeah, let's finish this up and go grab the cape and the herb XP. Okay, here's Monkey Madness 1 completed. Guess it's time to obtain the Grigris we need for the RFD part. You need, 4 of them in total? You need Zombie, Ninja, Gorilla. You don't need the Karamjin one anymore. You don't need the Karamjin one at all for Monkey Madness 2, so we can just drop that one, but we're gonna use it to get the monkey talismans we need for the subquest. So I'll see you then when we do the subquest. Okay, this is the final RFD subquest complete. Now I just have to kill the bosses and defeat the Colormancer. See you then. This is the hard diary complete for Ardougne. The only thing we were missing was enter the house from Yanil, so we just did that now, so we can go claim our cape, which will be the best cape that we'll be using for the Fragment of Saren boss fight for Song of the Elves. And that is Recipe for Disaster finally complete on the account. I did not suicide my items at Edgeville as recommended. This is an instanced area, so if I died, everything on me, including the items in my looting bag, would have disappeared. But there it is. Recipe for Disaster complete. We get a 20k herb lamp, 1 quest points, and Barrow's gloves. Available for purchase at any time. So now that I've done a lengthy amount of quests, and it is Tuesday, I will do Tears of Guthix in preparation for Wednesday being the next time I can do Tears of Guthix. I'll see you then. So this Tears of Guthix run, I got 162 tears, which equates to 9,720 rune crafting experience. So that saves about half an hour. Not that much, but every bit counts. I think this is going to be the end of the video. It's a short one, but I want to get this, since this is released on a weekly basis. I want some extra days to train rune crafting up to 77, and it's a very small XP an hour, so unless I go really hard, it's very hard to get that level within a week. So yeah, this is going to be the end of the video. We did a lot of quests. We got 65 rune crafting, MEP 2, really big quests, and already hard diary, and we're basically buying the Barrow's gloves and unlocking Bones to Peaches off of Lumbridge hard. So yeah, it's been a good video. I'll see you guys next week. See ya.